It's time to go around the NFL right here on Kap and JHood on ESPN 1000 and streaming on the ESPN Chicago app. I'd like to remind you that Courtney Cronin comes your way at 8:35. Around the NFL, here's Jack.
All right, guys. So Odell Beckham Jr. signed with the Dolphins over the weekend. This led to some Miami fans on social media claiming this puts them over the top as the best receiving core in the NFL. My opinion, there's 100 receivers who are just as good as Odell Beckham Jr. at this point. Doesn't put him over the top. I think the Bears have the best receiving core in the NFL. Where do you rank Miami? Where do you rank the Bears in terms of receiving cores?
I mean, Minnesota's receiving core with Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison and T.J. Hockenson, if he's healthy, that's a pretty damn good receiving room right there. Miami, very, very good receiving room.
With Hill and Waddle and Braxton Berrios.
Correct. Mm-hmm. And now OBJ, that's a really good receiving room as well. The Rams have Puka Nacua and Cooper Kupp and Tyler Higbee. They got a really good receiving room. How about the almost said the Mariners, Seahawks? Mm-hmm. DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett and Will Dissly. Like, there's some really, really impactful groups out there. So, yeah, Miami can absolutely lay claim. Got to prove it.
Cowboys could be in the conversation.
CeeDee Lamb, Michael. Is Gallup still there or did he leave?
No, it's like Cooks, right?
Brandon Cooks.
Brandon Cooks, who's old. He's over 30.
Talbert. Jalen Tolbert, also part of that mix.
Yeah, and who's their tight end? Dalton Schultz? Yeah. Or he's gone. He went to Houston.
Oh, you're right.
So I think the Bears are definitely in that team photo. See how it all works together. So how about San Francisco?
Yeah, with Deebo Samuel and Brandon Ayuk and George Kittle. They got a good room, too. Eagles. Mm-hmm. A.J. Brown. Great call, Jay Moore. A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith. Yeah, they're loaded. So there's a bunch of teams that have a bunch of good receivers. Bears are in the discussion.
No doubt.
All right, so last night there was a roast of Tom Brady. He participated in a roast on Netflix. Lots of people there. Julian Edelman, Rob Gronkowski. Bill Belichick made an appearance as well. He took a shot with Robert Kraft. But the most jaw-dropping of the moment of the night, or the most jaw-dropping moment of the night for me was when Tom Brady said this about Deflategate.
Here tonight, but where's Roger Goodell? Remember Deflategate? The NFL spent $20 million and found that it was more probable than not that I was generally aware that someone may have deflated my footballs. You could have just given me the $20 million and I would just told you I did it.
How about that? There it is.
Is he making a joke or is he admitting there?
He's admitting 100%. 100% he admitted it. And whatever.
I think it's tongue in cheek because it's a roast. So that might have been written for him. That definitely wasn't off the top of his head. So I just think that could be tongue in cheek. Either way, it's behind him and it's a story he's part of. I'm just surprised that he did it. Just looking at some of the highlights of what was said there, it's pretty strong.
Oh, yeah, I think he was absolutely admitting it, 100%, in my opinion.
They held out for so long, and then it jumped to Robert Kraft's face, and he looked amazed that Tom Brady said that. He kind of gave a look like, oh, no, I can't believe he actually said that. On television, on national television.
Who was the comedian that gave the joke about Robert Kraft getting a massage and Tom ran up there and went?
Jeff Ross. Well, that's Jeff Ross. Who's always good in these roasts.
He said, I'm the best decision your organization has ever made. Would you like a massage? I love Robert Kraft. I love Okay.
Don't say that blank again. Tom ran up there. Then they fired on Kim Kardashian. Oh, my God.
Well, thank you. I know a lot of people make fun of your height. All right.
Wow.
She got booed, but they were making jokes about her. Oh, my God. Some of them we can't play on the radio.
Mm-hmm.
They were graphic.
And she couldn't even get the first joke off before she got booed.
Well, then what Tom said, Kim Kardashian's here today, and she's very nervous because her kids are with their father. It was a shot at Kanye. I mean, it was one after another, man. They were firing. And she just sat there shaking her head. A good sport.
Top 5 Chicago sports figures in 2024 that deserve a roast. I have 2 slots open. Number 1, Jerry Reinsdorf.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2, Arturas Karnisovas. Number 3, Tom Ricketts. I need 4 and 5.
Are we trying to entertain, or do they deserve to be roasted?
Anytime you have a roast, they all deserve to be roasted.
Ozzie Guillen would be a phenomenal roast.
Ozzie Guillen is
phenomenal.
4, and I need a 5th.
Wow.
Reinsdorf right on the top of the list, though.
George McCaskey.
George McCaskey.
That'd be hilarious.
I was going to go Pedro Grifol.
Nobody cared.
Wouldn't be entertaining, but probably due for a roast.
Yeah. That'd be funny.
So there you have it. Top 5 in the Chicago sports. And by the way, out of these 5, did not mention a player.
No. Is there a player that now that you're thinking back after we have the list, that you're thinking, is there a player? I should have put him on there.
Lonzo Ball, maybe? If anyone deserves one.
Exactly. Exactly.
All right. What else we have, Jack?
Let's reset the NFC North. So we've cooled down a little bit from the draft hype. Everybody was really amped up after the Bears selected Caleb and Rome Odunze. So do we still believe the Bears are the team to beat in the NFC North this year? And are they the team to beat in the NFC North over the next 5 years? Because the Lions are still young. The Packers have a young quarterback. And the Vikings are kind of a wild card at this point.
Well, I think the Detroit Lions would like to have a word for your first question. It's the team to beat at this point in time. That's not a lark. They're not going anywhere anytime soon. We talk about all the time how the Bears were able to build their team. Well, what about the Lions? How bad they were to build it up to where they are right now. So I think the Lions, to your first question, I think that's the team to beat. The next 5 years, because the Bears are on the come, I would say that the Bears would be in that conversation the next 5 years, that they could be a perennial playoff team.
They should be. With what they've added, the youth on the team, the salary cap space they still have. If Caleb is the guy, yeah, they should absolutely be a perennial playoff team. 100%.
All right, Jack, anything else?
Yeah, one more for you. So The Athletic listed one undrafted free agent to watch for each team. And for the Bears, it was actually a quarterback, Western Kentucky quarterback Austin Reed. The Athletic suggests a potential backup quarterback competition for the Bears, one between Tyson Bagent, Reed, and Brett Rippon. I think Bagent's the obvious answer, but if you can only roster 2 of them, who are you rostering? Is it Brett Rippon? Is it Reed? Does Bagent get cut? What do you think?
Well, I don't think Brett Rippon has a future here if this kid's any good in camp. Brett Rippon's had his shot. It hasn't really worked, but you need camp arms. But I don't see a scenario where Tyson Bagent isn't the backup unless they go get a veteran guy to come in here. I know Tannehill's still out there.
I know someone that would know who should be the backup outside of Tyson Bagent. I know of a guy that definitely would know.
Hello?
Hello?
Who's this?
Who's this?
I think we know who.
That'd be Caleb and Ryan. Look, could they bring in Tannehill? Probably not, because I think he still has some hope of playing wherever he goes. So it's Bagent in the 2-hole, and then this kid from Western Kentucky, Brett Rippon, will compete for the 3-hole. I don't see the kid in Western Kentucky coming in as your backup. I don't.
I watch a lot of college football. Did not watch Western Kentucky.
Me either.
Don't know who
May
Austin
have
Reed
bet
is.
on him, but I don't remember doing that.
Don't know who Austin Reed is, Cap. I mean, I know he's on the Bears. I just didn't see him play.
They said he's kind of like Tyson Bagent. Stronger arm for a small school, threw for a whole bunch of yards, whole bunch of touchdowns, but smaller school, so the stats aren't as meaningful.
So Tyson's quarterback camp was on Saturday. You remember when we had him on?
Mm-hmm.
He was promoting this quarterback camp. So my friend Ryan McGuffey, his son went to it. He said it was awesome. He said Tyson was so good with the kids and putting him through all these different drills that they do with the Bears. And here are these kids going through these drills with an NFL quarterback. He said, hats off to that dude. He is awesome. But good to hear.
Coming up next, Courtney Cronin with the latest on the Bears in the NFL. She'll be with us coming up next. Kap and JHood, weekday mornings, 7 to 10.